James, you had one more that you wanted to read.
Yeah, there was
someone that responded to my article.
Yeah. Abdul Kado. Thanks, Jesse, for making sense. Having been raised Christian in a Muslim nation, Egypt, I have seen the evils of Islam from the inside and firmly believe the spread of Islam is the defining issue of the 2016 election. Because of Trump's temporary ban on Muslim immigration, I have switched my support from Cruz to Trump.
Wow.
He commented a few times.
Well, thank you, sir. That's a live witness.
Abdul
Kado. Thank you, sir. And we're reading some of these things, which I've not done before because they're so interesting in their response to the article. So that's on warnetdaily.com, WND.com, The Audacity of Trump. Lord, we heard from Patrick Rooney. Did we not get a text from the smartest white man on this side of heaven?
Yes, we did.
And what did he say?
He said, Cruz has a 97% conservative voting record. And I believe that's from conservativereview.com, which is owned by Mark Levin.
And my mama has 100% conservative voter record. Where is she now?
She did.
Thank you.
She's not a conservative.
No. Well, my mother wasn't, but my grandmother was.
Really?
In those days, most, if not all, most blacks were Republicans. They were very conservative.
But not your mother. Your
not my mother.
Yes.
My mother was spoiled when she moved up north.
Up
north.
North.
Where the blacks were like, up north. Where is Lily? Not your wife, Andre. That was just the first name popped in my mind. Last time I saw her, she was moving up north. Anyway, so Patrick says that he has a 90%,
97
percent conservative
voting record.
And what is that supposed to mean? It didn't change anything.
Nope.
Just like that would be like a person saying that they're a Christian with no power.
But they try so hard.
And no authority. Thank you, Patrick. You are the smartest white man on this side of heaven, by the way.
Yeah.
You said not. Oh, I won't read that, Andre. Patrick's not here to defend himself. Let's go to Martin out of West
Tennessee.
Oh, I wanted to read something the Bible Go-To guy sent me real fast. He said, heck, the Pope and the Catholics have conceded there are other paths besides Jesus. So have lots of other Protestant ministers. So I think he's responding to something we read.
Yeah, we read something where Norman Peale or something like that.
Whoever that is.
The pastor of Trump or of Trump's family.
He said that there are more than one way to Christ.
More ways other than Christ.
Oh, what's the other ways?
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah, because no man gets to the Father unless they go through the Son.
Correct.
Okay, well, we'll settle that one already. Martin out of West Tennessee. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. You're on the air, sir. Martin?
Yes.
You're on the air, sir.
Hey.
How you doing? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
All is well. How may I help you?
Ted Cruz. Just got to say this. And I had been kind of a Ted Cruz, kind of, at least he interested me, along with Rand Paul.
Rand Paul is a traitor.
Now, I'll address Rand later.
Because Rand want to now get the blacks out of jail. He think it's racism.
Yeah, no, that kind of surprises me, but I need to do some work on that before I comment on it. But the work I have done, it centers around some of the stuff that Texe Marrs has done regarding the background of Ted Cruz. Because I don't know, it kind of concerned me that he had drafted the North American Union, and his wife Heidi was instrumental in that and was one of the co-authors of that plan, which basically eats into our sovereignty and establishes another unfair trade situation for America.
Ted
Much
Cruz
like
did that?
Ted Cruz, he was in George W. Bush's administration. And actually, his wife, Heidi, is a member of the Council of Foreign Relations.
Wow.
And she was actually on the task force they established to implement all this stuff. So that kind of blew me away. And it also shows how the mainstream media just lies.
Yeah.
And they keep things from us. So I think your call on Trump is right. I think
Yes!
Nice.
I think that. Thank you, Jesse.
You're right. Also,
Thank you, but let's get it out. Let's run a stake through the heart of Cruz and get Trump in there. And also James David, the Reverend up
Manning.
in Harlem, James David Manning, up in
Harlem, New York.
y'all need to hook up if you haven't already.
Yeah, I know him very well. He's done some things with him already.
Well, appreciate your work and sorry about your father passing. And you have a good day and keep the good work up. You're coming around, Jesse.
See there? Just that's why he's
I
supposed
like
to.
this, man. I've been watching your progress for about 4 years there. I'm like, man, he's getting it now.
Let me tell you this about my father. I appreciate your sentiments about my father, but God blessed me and my father to become father and son before he expired. So God gave us some years together, and he was my dad and I was his son. And I have to tell you, there is nothing on earth better than returning to your earthly fathers. And
I know that, Jesse, because I lost mine at an early age before the grooming was done.
yes,
And I have noticed, that there was a hole,
Yes.
in my adult life, and he was a good, strong man. He just went early.
yes,
And when you described, the ceremony and all that with your father, that kind of gave me some hope.
oh, good, man. I when he had the brain aneurysm, and we were trying to decide, well, his wife and some other was trying to decide whether to let him stay on the breathing thing or let him go. And I said, look, let him go, because I realized that I had a relationship with my father, so I have no guilt about him dying. I thought of him and not of myself, because my father fulfilled me. He filled that void
Right.
that was there. And
Right.
so rather than being selfish and pretending that my tears were about him, I realized I needed to think they were about me and not him, and I needed to think of him. So we pulled the tube, and he died the next day.
Yeah, and your father was a man, and he took a stand on things probably just like my dad did. So, when a father does that, he gets more towards godly, and then he's got a moral high ground where he can raise his family off of.
Yes, absolutely.
And, and he doesn't have to surrender then. All he has to do is be a man, because that's what God created him as.
That's right. Well, God bless you, Martin. Thank you. I appreciate your call.
You too, Jesse.
All right,
Glad
buddy.
to see you coming around, brother.
All right, man. Keep praying
All right.
for me.
You play for me, too.
Okay.